calm down before you start writing emails.
Exactly.
African American, basically black athletes in America, they want to tie to their roots in Africa. So they usually do something. Lately, it's been dressing up like, like the Black Panther from the movie. Like, that's become the number one thing to dress up as.
Yeah, or Charlo with the lions.
Or Charlo with the lion head. And I get that. Look, if I was a boxer, I would tie to my Native American roots, or if you guys like the term Indian, or if you're a racist, you can call me a redskin, which is even more degrading to American Indians. So
Teofimo
I get
Lopez.
it. I get having an angle and having a gimmick, and I get tying to your roots. If you want my opinion, the 2018 is the year of the genetics test. So everybody's tying their roots to their birthplace or where their genetics started. And we saw it a lot. We saw it last week with Charlo and that ridiculous puppet head he wore on his head. I mean, it would have been nice if he would have bought one that didn't look like he wanted at a carnival. But I sent Andrew a very funny picture this week, by the way.
I know. I don't know why you didn't post it.
I didn't, because I didn't think about it, but I'll post it. Go to fightnetradio.com. Where was I walking around with my daughter? We were at Target buying some presents. And in a big giant bin in the middle of Target was a giant lion. So I put it on my head. It looks exactly the same as the one Charlo had, except mine had arms, which made it kind of cool.
I love that you're with your little girl, too.
I almost bought it just so that I could gut it and take it out so I could have it like a big giant bearskin rug head.
Next Charlo fight, you'll wear it. You know what I'm saying?
Do you realize I'd probably get thrown out if I wore that shit to a Charlo fight? So great. You know the best part of that Charlo fight? Nobody's talking about him this week.
I know.
They're not getting what they wanted out of that. If that was a plan, the plan is not working. We're in week 2, removed. Oh, so great. So great that Charlo got screwed. Oh, well. Where are we? Let's move.
So, Teofimo Lopez, though, where is he actually from? He was
Brooklyn,
born
New
in
York.
Brooklyn. I know, but it says his national. Isn't he Honduras or where is his?
That I don't know. This is the full bio.
Okay, well, and that's what I mean by that, Lee. Somehow they're going to have to connect to the American Honduras
the heritage
American.
To get that fan base
to
behind.
get him
understand
sold out.
That.
Yeah,
That's
to get him sold
logical.
out. So, but he is a star. Yeah, the looks, the power, the boxing ability, he is a star. Top Rank knows what they're doing. The downside to the Prospect of the Year, we've seen a lot of Prospect of the Year titles go to fighters that never develop. So that is one thing. He can't get too much of a big head off of this. If I was his trainer, I'd sit him down and show him some of the other past fighters that were there. So that is all I can say about Prospect of the Year. Keep training. Don't let it get to your head.
Event of the year: Canelo Alvarez versus Gennady Golovkin 2. The DAZN launch. Oh, sorry, DAZN launch. This is what I mean. I'm going to start calling it Shamalama Ding Dong app. DAZN. HBO leaves boxing. World Boxing Super Series. Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder. Now, I realize that Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder probably won, but I think, in my humble opinion, 2018 will be the year that we remember HBO leaves boxing. That should have won, in my opinion. I'm going to guess, though, that the fans voted for Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder.
I'm going to tell you, that was for events of the year?
Yeah.
It's not on here. Whoever posted this Ring Magazine 2018 award winners forgot event of the year.
All right, Andrew, pick yours. I'll say HBO leaves boxing. No doubt that's the biggest thing that happened this year.
That's big. I'm going to say the rise of DAZN, Lee, or DAZN. Listen,
DAZN.
$1.3 billion got invested into boxing this year. They literally just blew HBO out the water, and I'm telling you, Bob Arum wasn't lying, you guys, when he said Showtime's about to follow. Canelo Alvarez, they said, had 26 million views that night. A lot of those were free subscriptions, Lee, but there's many guys like me. I haven't suspended mine yet. It's still sitting in there. They're going to take $10 out here in a few weeks. So no, huge success for not only boxing but DAZN to sign Canelo Alvarez and get that kind of response in fight number 1 against a guy named, oh my God, Rocky Fielding. I almost forgot.
Rocky Fielding.
Rocky fucking Fielding. That's tremendous. Can you imagine what Canelo versus
should have been Rocky Juarez would have been more interesting. I still stand by that.
Could have been Rocky Balboa. That might have been more interesting. Lee,
that would have been the fight of the year.
At least the odds on Rocky Balboa going 3 minutes with Canelo would have been huge. That's way huger. That's way huger. Is that even a word?
Huger?
Fuck. Yeah, I know. Fuck me. That's way
and
bigger.
You're right. You be good spokesman.
Oh, I told
you spoke good too. He spoke big words. You didn't really screw up that much this year, Andrew. It was very disappointing that you dropped Unanimous. Is it still a library?
I give you guys great sound bites.
Hold on. Is it a library or a library still?
I don't know.
I feel like you're a library guy.
Oh, yeah. I used to do a lot of those.
Is it sandwich or sandwich?
It's sandwich. It used to be. I try to catch it all the time now.
Sandwich. Ooh, the G is tough, man. Sandwich. Where's the G in sandwich?
I told you I used to send my shit off and it would be like 2-3 hours before it got posted.
So I watched the Ellen. I'm just breaking this up a little bit.
I didn't put that paragraph in there. No, I'm just.
I was watching the Ellen DeGeneres comedy special on Netflix after. It wasn't bad, but she did research because there's a saying, it's better than sliced bread. We've all heard the term, better than sliced bread, right? That's a pretty low bar, she said. She goes, so I did the research. She goes, we weren't slicing bread until 1924. She goes, we've had bread for literally thousands of years, and it wasn't until 1924 that they started slicing bread. How crazy is that statement? And I was thinking, that's pretty ridiculous that we wouldn't slice bread until literally the Depression, which makes no sense to me. People were just pulling off slices. We had the Earl of Sandwich, so I can't believe. There you go. Shout out to Paul in the UK. The Earl of Sandwich was making sandwiches long time ago, so I don't believe her sentence. There you go. I'm glad I could share all that with you. That's your little update on the history of food.
So mine is DAZN. Yours is the fall of HBO. God.
HBO going out of business makes me so fucking happy. If you are a longtime listener to this show, I'm not even talking back to the days when I did radio or I was doing publicity stunts to make people pay attention to me, because clearly I have attention deficit issues. That's the politically correct term. The impolitically correct term or non-politically correct term would be, I'm a narcissist and I need everybody to look at me. All the way back, like, of all the things that have gone on in boxing, my hatred, literally, of Max Kellerman from day one when he stepped onto the scene, whatever it is, if it's just based on my jealousy that this dude got off the couch and got a career in boxing over me, whatever it is, Andrew, whatever.
Could do no wrong. That's the one thing I think everyone gets under the skin about Max is he could do no wrong in HBO. Say what he wants, talk about beating his girl on live radio.
Beating his
and then saying she got over it and stayed with me.
And nothing happened to the dude.
Well,
I got thrown off the internet, and this fucker just admitted to hitting his woman on a televised. He said racial shit that made me shudder.
Yeah. I think that was the big thing. Everyone wanted to know what photos is Max holding on to.
No kidding. Comeback of the year. Nonito Donaire, Tyson Fury, Kazuto Ioka, Manny Pacquiao, and Christopher Rosales. I think everybody's going to vote, and everybody's going to pick Pacquiao. And I don't think it's Fury. Personally, based on Donaire stealing that title, I'm going to give it to Nonito Donaire. What is the answer? What is your answer? Share with me. Comeback of the year, Andrew.
My pick would be Tyson Fury because
he didn't win.
Lee, come on.
He didn't win.
He
Scoreboard is
did
scoreboard.
everything but win. Okay.
What?
He did everything but win. His market went through the roof. He's the lineal champ. You got guys saying that Wilder is third best. If you look at every ranking right now, Tyson Fury is second in the heavyweight division. He's over Wilder because everyone knows he won that fight. Yes, Wilder landed 2 extraordinary punches on 2 separate rounds, and then he lost 9 or 8 of the other, no matter how you've seen the fight. So no, I don't. I have Tyson Fury as the comeback of the year from where he was. What was this? 3 years ago, he was a heavyweight champ. Literally leaves the sport for a year and a half, 2 years, comes back, fights comeback fight against a guy that cruiserweight. The dude. I thought the final fight pick was or press conference pick was photoshopped. The guy looks so much smaller. You think he's in no shape to fight Wilder, and then he puts on the 12 rounds that he did. I thought it was one of the best defensive performances I've ever seen in boxing. Part of that due to Wilder's wild punches, but you can't take away one punch. I've told you guys this many times. CompuBox stats are one of the most overrated things in all of sports. These guys are on the side from all different angles of the ring, just hitting buttons. Oh, jab, power shot, oh, landed, miss, just throwing shit out there. I'm dead serious. And they could only credit Deontay Wilder for one punch in numerous rounds. You don't see that type of stuff. So that was yes, I have in this list. I mean, come on, seriously. Manny Pacquiao fought a guy who had retired and then said he was ready to retire. And I know we picked him. I know we picked Matisse, Lee, or I picked him. But we all knew I was expecting Matisse to land a right hand. He never does. He's blind. Manny just walked right through him. So I can't. Lucas Matisse was not Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder is a knockout machine. He's undefeated. He's WBC champ. He's the guy making all the noise with Joshua. You can't put those two fighters in the same category. Nonito Donaire, you're right, Lee. He won his fight on a back injury, right? This is the guy. Now, granted, Nonito's having major success against this guy before he pulls out with the back injury, but the end of that fight is due to an injury, not Nonito's knockout. So that's not comeback of the year. I got to go with Tyson Fury. I will announce the Ring magazine went with Tyson Fury also.
Okay. Upset of the year. Christopher Rosales, TKO 9 of Dago Higa. Josh Warrington, split decision 12 round over Lee Selsby. I don't know if that's that big an upset. Mauricio Hooker, split decision 12 over Terry Flanagan. Alida Alvarez, KO, round 7, Sergey Kovalev. Rob Brandt, unanimous decision 12 rounds over Ryota Murata. My answer, man, it's tough between Brandt and Kovalev. Both of those get an argument. And by the way, both of those get an argument for fight of the year. I'm going to say Alvarez, KO, round 7, Sergey Kovalev. Andrew, what is your selection? What is the real fan answer?
I'm going to go with Alvarez also. Alvarez Kovalev, that was
it was shocking.
Huge, and now the way he manhandled him at the end, he walked right through him. Kovalev was Drago before this night, even after. Well, maybe not the Ward's second fight, right? The second fight he kind of got handled by Andre, but Kovalev was still looked upon better than what Alvarez was supposed to be doing in the ring that night, and Alvarez put on a hell of a performance. I'm going to say Alvarez too, Lee, and I'm going to announce that I don't have the winner from the Ring magazine. They did not put that one on here either. I don't know. I must have a first list that came out, and there's another one, but the upset of the year is not on there either by Ring.
All right.
Yeah.
Trainer of the year. Ben Davidson, Robert Garcia, Shingo Inoue, Anatoly Lomachenko, and Eddy Reynoso.
This is really go ahead, Lee. Go ahead. Right?
You know what? Just so that I don't have to deal with the Reynoso-Garcia angle, which is really what this comes down to, I'm going to go with Anatoly Lomachenko.
I think you have to start looking at these guys.
I think you have to look at Lomachenko's father. I mean, Vasiliy is a very unique fighter, fighting a very unique style, and it is